Hey YouTube, I just wanted to bring you this quick video on some of the earth changes that are going on worldwide that I've documented over, I don't even know, so let's just take a look at what we've got. And I don't have time to ramble because I just did this video and it was like 15 minutes and 20 seconds and YouTube wouldn't let me upload it. So this is from Croatian Times. The earth tectonic plates are breaking up. This is about an earthquake splitting Mount Fuji. I'm going to kind of go a little slow so you can pause it and have time to read the article or get the source of the article, since I don't have them with me, so I'm going to do that some other time. But these are all pictures of the article and pictures of the earth changes, so I'm not about fear-mongering or disinfo. I'm about finding the truth, so if you don't like it, too bad, man. Look it up for yourself. That's what I keep telling you to do anyway. This here's about massive sinkholes, and it's probably going to be a majority of sinkholes and earthquakes and solar flares, because that's what's causing everything and that's what's going on. I mean, if you have your theory about Planet X and all that, go ahead and put some evidence for it. That's all I'm saying. This is what I'm doing for my solar theory. All these earthquakes are due to a tectonic plate shift, all the extreme weather. Look at this this hurricane the size of Europe, man. You don't even know how big that is. This here's from the floods in the Midwest, I think a few weeks ago here in May. April 21st. Oh, these were the ones in Idaho and Iowa, Mississippi, and all them. It's from FIDOC Dave 213. I'm going to do a video on how to gather research, and he's going to be one of the sources, so I highly recommend you check him out. This is from CNN. Iran quake kills 30. Volcano, California home sinking one by one and now abandoned homes near a volcanic field. Here's I can't read it through the camera. Popocatépetl volcano. This here looks like a nice monster hurricane brewing. Don't know exactly which one. Here's a giant sinkhole in Portugal. This here is a pretty scary article. A Russian city being eaten alive. All these things are falling into the sinkholes. Let me see if I can't see what it's from, since I'm trying to read through the camera. No. I don't know, but look at this stuff, man. And if you think this is normal, you got bigger problems. This here's a huge snowstorm in Japan. Look at this. This guy is, what do you say, 5.5 feet maybe? That wall's got to be 25 feet. Well, no, I'm getting a bad perspective through the camera. The wall's probably, well, yeah, 15, 20 feet. Look at this. This snowstorm buried houses. If you want the dates for all this stuff, I'm going to have to do that later. Most people don't even bother. They just want to see all the pictures with some music, and I'm not going to even bother with music neither. Here's another problem with all this tectonic plate shifting. You're going to have islands pushing up against each other and rising up and forming new islands, and then when plates pull apart, you're going to have islands sinking. So be on the lookout for that. This here must have been from Chicago. This one was pretty recent. Scientists find the Yellowstone volcano is bigger than they thought. Here's a huge wildfire in Colorado. The remnants of Hurricane Sandy. This here looks like the amount of 10.0s in the last week or so. I don't know when that week was. I just took a picture of it because look at how many. Here we got something about a meteor coming in on the 31st. I don't know about that. Here's a Britain May storm, 65-mile winds. Oh, here's that flood that was just recent. Parts of the Midwest brace for more rain. This is insane. Worst flood in recorded history. Every year they say that, man. I remember the ones, it was probably in 2010 when Iowa flooded. I had to drive through that on my way to Colorado, and they said the exact same thing. And then in 2011 when that 250-some tornado outbreak happened. Worst flood in recorded history. Look at this, man. This is insane. This here's a office building, and as you can see, the water's so high he's got a duck in his office window. Here's something about the drought. Here's uploads for the Weather Channel. They're all pushing for this sea level rise, a 50-foot high tsunami, and what was the other one? A tsunami hitting Miami or New York City. I want to thank Outer Demon Darkness for showing me about the Weather Channel. Oh, no, this isn't it. A tornado outbreak on Christmas Day. I got to speed it up a little bit. I'm already on 5 minutes and I only get 15. Town in Chile struck by 170 earthquakes. Sky News, December 13th, 2012. The UK warned over extreme flood risk. I can't even remember when. This was from January 4th, it looks like it was uploaded. So who knows when the actual article was. I can't even remember because there's just so many things going on right now. You people have got to check this out for yourselves and see there's something way beyond HAARP and what the government is capable of. So, you need to forget all that Illuminati nonsense and start looking at the truth, which is the sun is blasting our ass back to the Stone Age any minute. January. Here's something about the sea level rise. 3 to 5 feet by 2100. No, I don't think so. If the polar caps are melting at the rate they're saying that they are, it's going to be much higher and much, much faster. Here's flooding in Indiana. We're about to enter the solar peak here, and we're going to get bombarded with solar flares. We're going to get rocked and rolled like I ain't never seen. And plus we got Comet Ison coming in, and that's probably going to trigger more solar flares at us, just like Comet Elenine did. Here's some tornadoes in wherever. Here's some flooding, just like Comet Elenine did. Here's Adrenaline Junkie. He's another one of my favorite sources in Queensland. Anyway, I'm trying to do too many projects at once, so I'll do a Comet Ison project, linking it to Comet Elenine and how Elenine was launching flares at us and how that caused Fukushima, not Planet X. But we'll get to that later. Let's keep rolling here. I'm on 7 minutes. Here's some more flooding. Here's the Australian flooding. Half the continent was underwater. Half of it was frying. Look at this, man. We're going to pick it up a little bit here because now we're just in some pictures. What is this from? January 21st, 2013. Flooding in the Mozambique, January 29th, 2000. Look at the key words too. Biblical flooding, apocalyptic fires, anomalies this, rare once in a lifetime that. You got to pay attention to the minute details, people. Look at these, see this here, man, these record-setting storms, a record-setting blizzard there. 50,000 evacuated, July 2012. I might be going a little too fast, but sorry about that. You can blame YouTube for censoring this stuff, man. Anything I do over 15 minutes is automatically pretty much flagged within a day now. Look at that. That's horrible. How would you like to be this woman, man? Me, I'd rather know what's happening now and be prepared for it. And if I get swept away in a flood then so be it, man. That's what was meant to happen to me. But at least I want to know. So, check this out here. Oh, this must be the one in 2011. 226 tornadoes in 24 hours, man. Yeah, that happens all the time. Historic blizzard. Snowfall record. Oh, here we go with that category the size of Europe again. There's the temperatures in Russia are so cold they're like -60. Look at them ice boulders. Thailand flooding. We're at 9 minutes. We got to roll it on. What do we got here? Sinkhole in Guatemala. Look at the size of this. I don't know exactly what this one is. If anyone does, let me know. Katrina, possibly. Oh, here's where the fault line ripped. I got to do a presentation on this because some people are saying we got I can't blabber on. We got a tectonic plate fault or ripping apart. And it's a very good possibility. Here's a better picture of it. But look at the direction of the plates are pushing. These monster plates are pushing in on this little circular plate, man, and we're going to have a monster quake probably somewhere around India in this border of China or somewhere up here. And we just had one slightly up more in Russia, so you better pay attention to that. Okay. Crustal upheaval, Santa Cruz Island, planet undergoing massive change. I'll go back and let you pause that if you want. I don't know where it's from. Sorry, if people are interested, I'll find that stuff for you. I should do a better job. Here's what I was saying about the new islands rising. This one's off Germany. Hawaiian Islands are just slowly dissolving. Here's an article for the other one. Look at that. The Great Collapse. Man, you people just have no clue what's going on, do you? Look at this, man. It's all over the world. It's not just one place. Let's pick it up here. Earthquake shifted the planet off the axis. That happened in Chile and Japan, man. You have consequences of that are unfathomable. Huge rock crashes in the moon. This must have been pretty recent. Yeah, it was a few days ago. Volcanoes. Super volcano awakening in Italy. Here's that stupid. I gotta delete these backups. Oh, and look at this. I hope I got time for this. Here's NASA lying about chemtrails. I gotta prove NASA's a bunch of liars. I don't know how you can say there have been more earthquakes and volcanic eruptions recently. This is simply wrong. You should have the trouble. I can't read through the camera. You should take the trouble to check your facts. You should say the land will move again. Of course, it is moving all the time. Have you ever heard of plate tectonics? Obviously, this guy hasn't heard of plate tectonics because we're schooling him here with these earthquakes and volcanoes. And he's the NASA scientist that you people love so much. We got some of the deadly and devastating earthquakes that have been happening. The 9.0 in Chile that shifted the planet's axis. These were in summer of 2012. The twin 8.0s that caused the 4 fault line rips. China sinkhole swallowing buildings. We got 4 minutes, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this. So that's unfortunate. But I hope you take the time to go and check these articles out for yourself, man. Oh, wow, look at that. We got through it. Huh. I guess I should stop rambling so much and actually, I guess I could have went through the articles a little bit slower. You know what? Let's go back some. Here's some more of them volcanoes I just told the NASA people about. Yeah, okay. There's no new... I just saw this article where it was something like 72 to 87, I think it was, new ones. 72 to 83 dormant volcanoes since February have erupted. Or not erupted, but have woken and have begun activity. Some have erupted and some of them have just started, you know, having tremors and showing signs of life. So now we can go back to a few articles and pause them if you want to get them. Record high tides inundate West Coast. I don't even know what this is. Oh, here we go. This article here is a pretty good one. It's about these geologists saying the planet's fault lines are close to failure. And that means there's so much pressure in there that they're ready to erupt, and that all the fault lines may simultaneously erupt. That's how much pressure the tectonic plates are putting on each other. And if that happens, well, I think you can understand the ramifications of that for yourself. Here we go. The 2010 Chilean earthquake, February 27th, 2010. Fukushima, 3/11/11. Earthquake strikes 7.0 in Christchurch, September 3rd. And if you'll notice, the ring of fire is a horseshoe shape. These started, where's Chile? It's somewhere on the South American continent, so it started here. And then the Christchurch, New Zealand one was there. It's hard to visualize. I'll do that in some other project. 9.0, they downgraded. Here, see, here it is as a 9.0, and here's evidence of the USGS downgrading things. Here's, what is this from Sky News? I don't know. Japan 2010, liquefaction occurring weeks after the 9.0. And well, you go look liquefaction up for yourself, so I've explained it already. We got about 45 seconds left, so here again is that plate breakup, and just look at the direction of the plates and where they're pushing on. I'd say right there is probably where we're going to have a next... Like I said, that 8 point... What was it we just had in Russia yesterday? It was somewhere up here, so it's pretty close, man. You definitely want to check this stuff out. Here's some more of them volcanoes. But no, NASA says there's no evidence for it. Alright, that's about all I got. Go check these out for yourselves. Like I said, hopefully you'll be able to see. And once again, YouTube, go ahead and censor this, but I'm claiming fair use, and I don't know how you can because it's all photos and I took them myself, so I'd love to see you try and pull this one off. But go ahead and I'll just keep doing it again and again, so